Hi everyone, so here's another video from my pilgrimage last year. So this was filmed September of 2024. This stop was at Padre Pio's in San Giovanni Rotondo on a pilgrimage with International Heritage Tours. They offer amazing trips where you travel with a priest and fellow faithful Catholics. So we got to see so much about Padre Pio's life, his personal belongings. We visited his bedroom where he spent his final days. So many of his relics, a lot of photographs, items that gave a glimpse into his everyday life, and most importantly, we saw his incorrupt body. It was it was such a moving and emotional experience to be there and see him. We also attended mass in the small church he loved to celebrate in and visited the new church, which was huge, modern, and incredibly beautiful. So if you're thinking of going on a pilgrimage, check out International Heritage Tours or ihtours.com. They have wonderful trips that are organized and spiritually enriching.
Here are all the works of Padre Pio. I hope you have heard about something about Padre Pio. And Padre Pio was born in Pietrelcina in 1887. And since he was very young, he was a little bit different from other guys. He don't like to speak dirty, he don't like to play with the other guys fighting. He used to spend his time pasturing his sheep and pray under a tree. Let's see if they made an agreement for the photo the way we go inside, because I don't want to stay here under the rain. I was confessed by Padre Pio, and Padre Pio constituted him the papacy. But why we have this one? Because he is the witness of the first miracle of Padre Pio that Padre Pio needs to become a saint. The miracle was this: in 1962, a friend of him in Poland, San Giovanni.
Na krew, na jego bieliźnie. Widzimy to doświadczenie niesamowitego cierpienia, niemalże konania. A zarazem
There was a quarry. Builders in San Giovanni Rotondo come every morning from San Giovanni Rotondo, that is a mile from here, a kilometer and a half. Take building materials and then come back for start the working day, every day. And so my grandfather does, because he was a builder, and with his team every morning they arrive here, take building materials. But the family of Padre Pio do not own a house with a lot of rooms, but they own few rooms in the old town. For instance, this is another room. This is the room that Padre Pio used as a study, to study, to sleep and study. In fact, it's a small room. There is only a bed and a small desk. Sometimes when the problem of slime is very hard, they cannot climb the stairs. We used to call it the tower. Here, and the parish church of Sant'Anna, where he received the sacrament of baptism when he was only 12 hours old. Because so soon, because they give the sacrament as soon as possible, because they have the fear that they can die in the first week of life. But his mother cannot follow the mass because she had to wait purification of a week after the birth of the baby. So she was on the chair in the church during the blessing. He completely collapsed, and he was bringing the sacristy. But what happens during this mass? We found that Padre Pio had no stigmata at all. After 50 years, we found that every day they saw the stigmata while he's praying and he said mass. We have found that he had no stigmata. What happens? Nobody knows, only God knows why, after 50 years, this stigmata disappeared. My opinion is that exactly after 50 years, the 20th of September 1968, this stigmata start to disappear. And after 2 days, the hand was completely clean. In fact, the doctors say that Padre Pio had the skin of a baby on his hand. The detractors say that Padre Pio made by himself the stigmata. But after 50 years, you should at least have a scar. But Padre Pio, a completely clean hand, nothing. So something strange happens, which is what? On the wall, the letters that arrived here from May 65 to April 66. Just 1 year of the letter. Hey, it's regular. Side by side, there are a lot of letters. Most of them comes from the United States or from all over the world. Most of them via email with pen and red. And because in the United States there is the biggest prayer groups of Padre Pio. And Padre Pio has this intuition to make the prayer groups all over the world and synchronize with few rules that he chooses. And of course in the United States there is a lot of Italo Americans that became rich. And so they send money here to finish the hospital. In fact, no, they still arrive. Of course, Padre Pio cannot read all this letter by himself. He had a team of people that read this letter. And still now there is a team of people that read the letter, the petition, and so on.
Yeah.
Most of them now arrive via email. It's of young Padre Pio with the stigmata. After that, he received order to cover. And so from that moment, we can only see the stigmata during the Mass. In fact, there is the other photograph leading to Mass. And you can see, they completely feel the palm of his hand. Completely here the finger. No, this way, because this is the end. If you want to see the roof. And here, the last photograph. This is the photograph, so you can see those stigmata.
La chiesa no.
Oh, wow.
For instance, when I received the stigmata in the beginning, he was in room number 5. Only later, this room that was number 1, because this is a double room. Usually, the cell of monks are the half of that. There is only the bed and a few things. But Padre Pio needs more hair due to his problem of lungs, and so they give a double window room. And everything remains like the night he dies. He was on the bed together with a monk. During the night he said, I'm too tired, always with the oxygen, and as you can see the tank of oxygen. And then he said, I want to be seated. So the monk helped him to sit on that armchair and called all the other monks because understand that the time has come. And after a few hours, at 2:30 in the night, Padre Pio dies on that armchair saying the word Jesus and Mary and fade out and stop talking. Then he was brought outside with a stretcher. It was a door because the stretcher of the hospital was too big for this convent. Cut by people when it passed through people because they want some relics and they try to cut. You can see there is the holes on the base of the safe. And sometimes they use the foot of Padre Pio, which are very painful. And Padre Pio gets angry and uses the cord to hit them in that way. A lot of minks, because Padre Pio eat a lot of minks and licorice. And Vicks Sinex Sprinasa, which is the same we use now. This is the amazing thing of Padre Pio, is a modern saint. We have, there is still people that know him. For instance, my parents know him, was confessed by him. Let's start from the room of Padre Pio. Then you go, 10 bags of rosaries. Yeah, 10 bags of rosaries in this room. This is the rosaries. You have a gift shop? No, because people ask for miracles. They came to here and said, please, Padre Pio, make a miracle. My mother is bad, I have cancer, my legs, my knees, I don't know, what else? And Padre Pio get angry because he said, I cannot do miracles. No one does miracles. All you can do is.
This is hair, see?
Oh yeah. Can we touch it actually? Can we touch it?
His letter that he saw up, he felt this pain on his hand, on his chest, and on his feet, and see the blood come out. He was scary and terrified because he had this pain that so painful that to reach the room number 5 where he sleep, from here he have to use his elbow and his knees. He cannot walk. And after he said, he called his superior brother and said, please keep the secret. But after a few months, people was outside with the bus to see the man with the stigmata. And here there is also the same word.
So this is the church where Padre Pio loved to celebrate Mass. It's his favorite. It's a small church. It's almost like a chapel. The guide said he celebrated a lot of Mass in this little chapel. And it was one of my favorite moments. And we were walking here on the way to the modern church they built.
The second symbol he put here is the symbol of Christianity, the Trinity. In fact,
Wala akong yung mic ko na ako. Naiwan ko. Kung ano pinagsasabi.
you are lucky because this time I can tell you and you can understand what I'm talking about. The first church is outside. Here. The altar is over there, and here we can have 30,000 people. This is the second largest church in Italy after St. Peter. And this is called sine texto. Latin means without proof.
And those who are not seeing the olive trees, these are the olive trees. Olive trees, see the olive fruits.
Oh, those ones?
Then they are good.
Oh,
Three in one. The third symbol he put here is the symbol of Catholicism. We are talking about Jesus. How? Here on our right, you can see the walls that are some.
so yeah, we're just approaching this. This is the modern church that they built. Obviously, they have outdoor and indoor, but the inside is so beautiful in this one. I thought this was it, but we were just walking in and we're gonna go inside and you're gonna see so beautiful, so modern. And the guide was talking about the stones as well, the stones that they used inside this church. So beautiful. And I think the pipe organ, they have a unique pipe organ as well inside. So nice. Wow. Okay, okay.
Use the wood for the roof and he wants the copper for the.
Oh, that's the church.
So he wants to look like high places in this place and for instance the tower will be several times related the big flood, the colors that change from the mud to the sun on the wall. There is also another symbolism in these arches, because these arches are made in a very special way. Every single arch is different one by one. We have 22 of that because change the ray, change the position, change the shape. And every stone that was used for these arches is different one by one. So you cannot find two stones the same shape in all these arches, like the people in the world. These arches were kept together with wires inside, and so this church was made without concrete. The only pillar we have is there in the middle that go down for 50 meters. At the base of the pillar there is the body of Padre Pio. To make the pillar they use 1 week, 24 hours a day. Three scenes dedicated to Jesus. The Annunciation, the Nativity, and the Death. Then start at the life of St. Francis on the left and life of Padre Pio. The point of contact difference between these two saints. In fact, Padre Pio was called the new Francis. I hope the rest of the group will come. Anyway, we go around. The way they see Jesus. The Francis see Jesus, the last man and the true man, in the letters. Why Padre Pio see Jesus in the prayer I thought the first message of Padre Pio is you have to pray. The family. St. Francis had a prayer of his father, left everything alone with him. While the family of Padre Pio stay here with him till they get the miracle here in San Giovanni Rotondo. The mission of the Francis was called the Church of Padre Pio. If you will be in Assisi or you stay in Assisi, you have seen the painting where there is a Giotto made Francis that bring on his shoulder all the